What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters, and welcome to the Life to Metal. Got a really cool album in the mail that I wanted to show, and it's definitely outside of my normal, hard rock and metal listening kind of stuff. But a friend of mine, Dale McHenry, who also does VC videos, and I'll put a link to his channel below. He sent me this really cool record that he had been, I don't know how long he had it, but he said he's been holding on to it for a while, and he wanted to put something else in the package, like it wasn't enough to send the one record. And but anyhow, let me show you the record that he sent me, which is How the West Was Won. And you're probably like, well, who is that? Well, it's signed by, to me personally, by Phil Keaggy. So who's Phil Keaggy? Man, when I was in youth group back in the 80s and I was a kid in high school, I was a kind of weird kid because I was very involved in the church, and I'd go to the youth group at the Baptist church in my area in New Jersey, and but I'd wear my Molly Hatchet shirts and my Aerosmith shirts and whatnot. I was really into hard rock and heavy metal back then, but all the kids in my youth group were like listening to stuff like second chapter of Acts, and they listened to trying to think of who the Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head guy. What was that guy's name? But that was the kind of stuff everybody was listening to back then, and it was just like it just didn't appeal to me at all. I mean, I understand that the lyrics were of a nature that's encouraging and probably healthy for a young adults, teenagers, but I wanted to hear Judas Priest. You know what I mean? I wanted to hear something heavy, and there just wasn't a whole lot around for like Christian metal yet back in those days. So my youth pastor, whose name was Kevin, was a really nice guy, a really great friend of mine, and to this day I totally respect the man. But he hooked me up with a copy of this. Again, I just wasn't into all that Sandy Patty and stuff that the other kids were into. It just didn't have the appeal to me. Now this, I took it home and I put it on a turntable, and I really dug it. Now it's not hard rock, it's not heavy metal, but it's really well performed guitar music. So I ended up becoming, it didn't replace Aerosmith and The Who and Led Zeppelin in my discography. It just gave me something else that I liked and broadened my musical spectrum. So I've been a Phil Keaggy fan ever since I was a kid in youth group, and this is actually the record that my youth pastor gave me. It's one of the few I still own from back when I was a kid, and I listen to it quite often still. It's playing in the background now. If you can hear it all, you can hear it. It's definitely not your hard rock. It's not like shred, guitar instrumental stuff, but it's very, what's the word, relaxing music. It's music I enjoy just kicking back and relaxing to. So yeah, Phil Keaggy, Mastering and Musician, is the album that got me into the band, and then this album, which I haven't even spun it yet, which is Second Chapter of Acts and Phil Keaggy and a band called David together and doing an album called How the West Was Won. It's a 3-record set, 3-record concert album. So I'm excited to hear it, but I'm even more excited just to own it. It's such a special gift, being that it's signed to me right from Phil Keaggy. So there you go. Thank you very much, Dale. Do check out Dale's channel. Thanks for watching. God bless. Stay strong.